Hello, guys. Welcome back. Today we're joined back with Adnan. Adnan, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
So we're gonna do the usual predictions and also talk about the few transfer rumors and completed transfers going around. Let's start off with the weekend's game, Southampton versus Man United. What do you think?
And I think this is a Manchester United win after the momentum of winning the Liverpool game. The Manchester United fan, I'm expecting for them to win this game. I think this game is a very tough game and against Southampton, and I think we are away. So it will be a really hard one, Southampton away. But I think the team has morale after their last win. They are they are very motivated. I think everybody's playing their part. So I expect them to win and to continue from where they left as a Manchester United fan. So I will go with a Manchester United narrow win, 2-1 Manchester United win.
Okay, and then Brentford take on Everton. What do you think about that one?
Everton vs Brentford, although I think Brentford are very inconsistent. You don't know which game they will lose with them, they will draw with them, they will win. And they are very inconsistent. They won against Manchester United, they drew against Fulham, or I think they lost. I don't remember. So it will be a really tough game, and Everton are at a low. They are losing every game and drawing. So it will be a really hard game. So I think this is the game that changes Everton's destiny. So I'm going for an Everton narrow win. Everton 2-1.
And then Brighton take on Leeds, another tough game for this weekend. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and I think yeah, Brighton are playing very well. I think the game Brighton are playing, as you have seen against Manchester United, their last games, it's very when you're watching, very entertaining to watch Brighton. I think Brighton's coach should be the next English and England coach. I think is really good at what he does. So I will go for Brighton. Although Leeds won against Chelsea and they are very motivated. The momentum is with them, I think. But Brighton is a different type of team. So I'll go with a Brighton, but another one. A Brighton 2-1 win again.
And then Chelsea take on Leicester. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think Chelsea after losing Koulibaly's red card, after losing against Leeds in the last game, I think Chelsea are really struggling. I think they really need a striker. And I think Havertz can't guarantee 20 goals a season. I think they need that person that can guarantee 20 goals a season. And they buy every summer. They buy a new striker and it doesn't work for them. They bought Lukaku. They bought so many other strikers. And Chelsea and strikers don't work most of the time. I think the best one was Didier Drogba, and he left them so long ago. But they really need a striker. They really need a tight man. So I think Chelsea will struggle. I think until they get a striker. So I'll go with Leicester also are not at their best form. But this game I'll go for Chelsea. Chelsea 2-0.
Okay, and then Liverpool take on Bournemouth. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, this one is I think Liverpool have now, I think they expect to win this game after losing against Manchester United. They need a really big comeback. Their season has not started as they wished for. I think many fans are disappointed. I think that comes with the loss of Sadio Mane, their midfield. I think a midfield of Henderson and Milner will not work in a season like 2022. So Jurgen Klopp is under so much pressure because of the midfield. They need a new midfielder. I think they wanted Frankie de Jong. So I will go with Liverpool to take their first point. So I will go with Liverpool, their first 3 points. I will go with Liverpool 3-1 win, 3-0 win.
Okay, and then Man City take on Crystal Palace. Of course, Crystal Palace have caused havoc against the big teams. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, and Crystal Palace is another team that is very unpredictable. They just turn up against big teams. They lost against Arsenal and they turned up against Liverpool. So it's a team that is really hard to predict, but I think Manchester City are too strong for them. Although last games, I think they have seen the weaknesses in Manchester City after the last game against Newcastle, a very entertaining game, the 3-3 draw. So, but I don't think Crystal Palace has. I don't think Crystal Palace will beat Man City. Sorry. So I'll go with a Manchester City win. Manchester City 2-0 win.
And then the last game on Saturday, Arsenal take on Fulham. Of course, Arsenal have gone to amazing levels this season, and Fulham have also been causing chaos since their promotion to the Premier League. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I watched Fulham's game against Liverpool at the start, and I watched against Brentford. Uh, I just watched the highlights against Brentford, but I think Fulham this season have a lot of motivation. They have a lot of momentum with them. They are really trying to improve. I think they don't want to go down. And Arsenal are playing so well this season. I think their team is clicking. Everyone has. I think everyone is motivated to play at their best. I think Gabriel Jesus was a game changer for Arsenal with the signings. I think Saliba, Zinchenko. I think they are all playing well. But I think the problem with Arsenal, I think if they get one injury, that's the problem. That's a big problem for them because their backups are not there yet. So I will go for. I think this game. I will go for an Arsenal win. Arsenal 2-0 win.
And then on Sunday, Aston Villa take on West Ham. A tough game to start off Sunday. What do you think about this?
Both of the teams did not have a great start. I think Aston Villa just won one game, and West Ham, I think they have not yet won. West Ham have started poorly this season, and Aston Villa are very inconsistent. I think Steven Gerrard is really struggling. The fans are going against him. I think he's under so much pressure because, and so much pressure because so many teams. And he has been backed in the transfers. He has been backed in any way he wanted, and I think he has a really good team. I think when he has to win and maintain the club's expectations of him. So we'll go for. I think West Ham are a very difficult team to beat, and they need their first win. So I'll go for West Ham. West Ham 2-1.
And then Wolves take on Newcastle. Of course, both teams are good. Again, another tough match for Sunday. What do you think?
Yeah, Wolves, the Newcastle is a very entertaining one. After I don't know if their new signing will play against Isak, if he will play against Wolves. But the thing about Newcastle this season is they are very entertaining to watch. I watched their last game against Man City. They are really entertaining with Santi Maximin, Wilson, all firing, Almiron, Jolinton, all of them playing, Trippier, all of them playing at their best. And their coach is really good coach. I think him and the Brighton coach are one of the best English coaches in the Premier League. So I'll go for Newcastle win. I'll go for Newcastle 3-2 win.
Yeah, and then the last game of the weekend, Nottingham Forest take on Spurs. Of course, Nottingham Forest, their stadium is a hard place to go to. Spurs are in form. What do you think about this?
Yeah, Nottingham Forest have started really well. I think they have won their last game against West Ham. And Nottingham Forest look a team that is it's not an easy game to go to their house and to go to their stadium and win. But Tottenham also have high expectations. I think with Conte, every game is a must-win game for him. He's very motivated in every game. I think he's a very high skilled coach. So this game is a really tough one because you can't predict where it's going. But I will go for a Tottenham narrow win. Tottenham 1-0 win.
Okay, and now let's talk about the transfers. There are two important transfers that are going around. Casemiro has completed his move to United, and Alexander Isak to Newcastle is about to get done. Let's start with Casemiro to United. What do you think, especially as a United supporter?
Yeah, I think that is a very good signing. I think people are criticizing him because of his age. He's a 30-year-old, and he has won everything. So he doesn't have the motivation. People are saying he doesn't have the motivation to win more because he has won everything. He has won 5 Champions Leagues. He's just coming Manchester United to collect his checks every week. But I think Casemiro is a very different man. Has a very different mindset compared to other players. I think he will try his best, and we are really craving for a holding midfielder. We really wanted a CDM. We were tired of watching the McTominay and Friend in that position. So it will be an improvement from McTominay to Kato. After a proven winner, I think you have seen how Varane played well against Liverpool, and so I think Casemiro will be a really good addition. I think Man United wanted De Jong, but it did not happen. So Casemiro was one of the best ones to get, and as it stands, I think he's one of the best CDMs, and I'm glad next United.
Okay, and how about Alexander Isak to Newcastle? What do you think about this signing?
Yeah, this is a signing I never expected. I never knew that it will happen. So I just out of nowhere, I just saw Fabrizio tweet about it. But it's because I think he's a really good. I think Arsenal wanted, so many big teams wanted him. He's a really good player. I think for his transfer, I think 60 million is a bit too much. Maybe like a 50 million was the price for him. But he's a very talented player. I think I watched him in the Euros for Sweden. He was so talented. I think Eddie Howe knows what is good and what is. If somebody can bring the best out of Isak, I think it's Eddie Howe, the Newcastle manager. So actually the thing about Newcastle is they have very exciting players, and this is one of the most exciting players in Europe. So to add him to the front with the likes of Wilson, and Saint Maximin, it will be an entertaining one to watch. So I'm actually really happy for them and see how he adapts to the Premier League, which is a hard one.
Yeah, it will be a great signing. Of course, the Premier League has no excuses at the moment because teams are signing everywhere. Every team is signing a new player. Apart from, I think Leicester is the only team which has signed one player so far. But either way, the Premier League has broken a record they set in 2017. They have a new transfer record for 1.5 billion. What do you think about this?
Yeah, this one is a crazy one, but I never expected less. I think every team is going for it. Manchester United, the top 6 teams, everyone wants to win more. I think every team in the top 6 are going for it, and also the championship teams also are going for it. They are making big summer signings in Newcastle. I think although Newcastle are not a champion, a relegation battle team, but I think this season, I think they'll be a very big threat to the top 6 teams. I think they might sneak in for the top 6. So it's I think for the Premier League to spend that much is very motivating to see. And as you saw, Man City are also spending highly, although they won the last season's Premier League, and their team is so good. But I think we could witness one of the best Premier League seasons this season.
Okay, and the last question for this interview, who would you want United to sign? We have a few days left till the window closes. Do you have someone in particular you want Man United to sign?
And I really wanted Frankie de Jong. I think if Man United get Frankie de Jong, that will be a very good summer transfer window. If they get Frankie de Jong and Casemiro in the midfield, it will be a very big improvement from McFred. And I actually want Anthony because he's a very skillful young player and really entertaining to watch. I think that's what Manchester United lacked for so many seasons. The entertainment part, I think he's really good at it, and Ten Hag really wants him. He's pushing for it. I think just to back him, they can bring Anthony. And I also saw that Asensio is available for just 30 million. So we'll see what happens. But I'm expecting either Anthony or Frankie de Jong to come.
Yeah, I think that's it for this week's show. Like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts for this game week. I was your host, Fahmy. That's Adnan, and see you next time.